everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amy. I started this YouTube channel to talk about anxiety and, just come in every day and tell you how my day's been going and to talk about, types of anxiety, things that can help with it. So let's start off with today was an okay day. It started out good, but I did have an attack with one caller today, and it caused some issues. And I wish I could have controlled it more. I'm trying to learn to do that, but I did have an attack today for a little while. They're not very pleasant. I don't like them. So yeah, it kind of wore me out a little bit. So I'm a little more down today than I was yesterday because of it. It does take a lot out of you when you do have an anxiety attack. They, like I said, are not very fun. They cause a lot of stress and emotional issues that are not very pleasant to have. And that is me for today. As far as anxiety, I'm off work now, which I'm grateful for. So I get to sit back, relax, and do the things that I like doing to get relaxed, which at nighttime is usually I took a shower, spending time with my dog, watching some television to get my mind off of all of what was going on in my brain. And yeah, so I'm just kind of relaxing at home now that I'm off work for the night. I really wish I hadn't had the anxiety attack today, but it's okay to have them, but we can try and control them. So I went ahead and looked up some things today for how to control your anxiety without any medication. Some of the ways that you can do that is shout it out, scream it out, do whatever you got to do in that moment to release it out of you. That is a good thing. Some of the other things that I like to do when I get to that mode, I don't really like to say it, but I like to hit something because it does relieve your stress when you punch it out and all that good stuff. So for me, that's one of my releases. So if I can't shout it out at the moment, I try to, displace it somewhere else so that it comes out of me and I can continue with my day. So that is a very good thing to do. Like I said, shouting it out, or like if you can't shout it out, like for me today, I couldn't shout it out because I was, working at the time. I focused my energy on, hitting something like a punching bag or a pillow or something that will get it out of you. So those are some good things to think about. Another good thing is get moving. Get up, get outside, take a walk, go for a run, go for a hike, go for a bike ride, go for exercise, go to the gym, get on a treadmill or an elliptical, run it out. These are good ways of doing that, and it's good to get your heart rate up and get those endorphins going. So those are very good ways to get that out of you. Another good thing is try not to drink so much caffeine. For some of you, I know it's hard, especially for me. I drink a lot of iced tea. I don't drink too much coffee, and I'm kind of going off of soda now, so I'm trying to stay on that for a little bit. Every now and again, I do need soda, but right now I'm on a thing where I'm not drinking any kind of soda or anything like that. So I'm sticking with that. I'm going to try to stay on it as long as I can. But right now I'm on a 30-day, which will be up at the end of the month. Just try not to drink any kind of soda or anything like of that nature. But yeah, the hardest thing for me is quitting iced tea. I gotta have my iced tea. I love my iced tea. But yeah, so that's the only thing that I really can't break up with caffeine. Plus, caffeine also kind of helps with my migraine sometimes. So occasionally I have to have it. Another good thing is give yourself a time that you will get into bed and go to sleep. Get yourself in a bed at the try to get in the bed at the same time every day so that you can fall asleep and get the much needed rest that you need. I know for some of you that's very hard. Sometimes it's hard for me because I can't get my mind to shut down. Sometimes sleep aids help, but you want to make sure that you take it in enough time so that you can fall asleep at the same time every time. I try to stick to it. Sometimes I don't fall asleep right away, but I try to get in my bed at least by 8:30 so that I can start winding down and get into that mode of, okay, it's time to get your mind down and get to sleep. So that's a good thing to strive for, is to get a bedtime set for yourself to try to go to bed every night at the same time. I'm going to try to stick to that as much as possible. I will let you know. I will try to keep you updated on that if I can. Like I said, I try to get in my bed by like 8:30, 9 o'clock so that I get at least my 8 hours if I can. Sometimes we get into bed, but we can't really fall asleep, which I totally understand that. Another thing that you can tell yourself is it is okay to say no to things. I know I have a hard time with that sometimes. I want to strive for excellence. And so I will try to, especially at work, I will try to not say no to certain things, but let yourself know that it's okay to say no to things. If you feel like you can't do it and you are feeling overwhelmed and somebody asks you to do something and you just feel like you can't do it, please, please, please say no. Because that will help with your anxiety. It will keep you balanced. It will keep you from feeling that overwhelmness and causing that stress to get you to that anxiety. So it's okay to say no if you feel like you can't achieve it at that moment. So please be aware of that. Okay. Another good thing is don't skip meals. However you do your daily routine, try to stick to that. I know some people like skip lunch or whatever and all that good stuff, but try to eat at least something, because especially during work hours, if you do work, if you skip lunch, you start to get very, 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 very hungry before you get off work. And that can affect your stability, and it can cause, moods. You guys have seen these Snickers commercials where they get hangry. So please make sure that you try to eat something that will give you good vibes and make you not hungry until you can make it to, your next meal. I usually tend to try to eat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes I don't eat as hefty of a lunch, but I do eat something so that, because I know I will start to get hungry before I get off work to actually eat a proper dinner. So please make sure that you eat something, eat meals, stick to those. Make sure that you have at least 3 type of meals during the day, because those do help. So make sure you're doing that to keep your anxiety down and so you're not getting anxious hungry wise. So that's some good stuff. Another good thing is to give yourself an exit strategy. If you're feeling overwhelmed, find something that gives you that exit. For some people, like I said, for me, sometimes I want to get a punching bag so that I have something to hit, but sometimes I'll hit a pillow. Sometimes I'll bang on the side of my chair. Just something to release whatever you're having. It's kind of an extra strategy. A lot of people say, okay, because I feel this anxiety, I'm going to go outside, smell the fresh air, get a walk, do a bike ride, do a hike, do something just to go outside, even just for a few minutes, smell the fresh air. Sometimes we need that. We need to get outside. I know, sometimes the air is not always fresh due to like fires and things like that. But you want to get outside and try to, you know, be outdoors and smell the earth and smell the world, so that you get those good endorphins and such. So, yeah, that's another good thing. Always have that exit strategy. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you know how to get out of it. Some other good things is that I saw for today were if you're going to like a party or something of that nature, and instead of carpooling, drive yourself so that if you start to feel anxious and you don't think you can take much more, you can leave. That's a good exit strategy. I usually don't have that problem with parties because I usually pretty much get involved with that. That's something that I enjoy doing. But for some people, they can start feeling over anxious with too many people or whatever causes that anxiety. So it's always a good thing to, if you want to be able to exit out of there, to drive yourself, or if they're local, walk yourself over there so you can walk yourself back home. And then you're getting two exit strategies in one because you're able to leave and then you're able to go outside and walk it off. So those are some good things. And then another good thing is always live in the moment. Don't worry about your past. Don't worry about the future. You cannot control those. They've already happened or they're going to happen if they need to. We cannot control those. You want to live in the present. I know that's always hard for some people. Sometimes I'm like that. I like to schedule things in advance and get people going, but they never ever go in my favor. So I try to do my best to live in the moment, be there, be present. Because like I said, you never know. You can't control the past. It's already done. And if something happened, you can try and go and go and try and get forgiveness from that person, or forgive that person if they did something wrong to you. But you can't control everything. So you can't control your past. It's already happened. If you need to solve something in there, go solve it. You can't control the future. You never know what's going to happen in the next day or two. I don't like to say this, but you could go get on a plane and something can happen. You could go get in a car, something can happen. So be present in the moment, especially if you're spending time with family in that moment. Spend that time with them. Be present, be focused. Let them know that you're there. Let them know that you love them. My rule nowadays is I always try to say, I love you in any conversation that I'm having. Even if it's a bad conversation and you guys are fighting or whatever, and you have to leave and you're still in that fight, don't leave angry. Okay, that is one of my rules. I've been trying to abide by it very, very strictly. Even if I'm in a fight with somebody or whatever I'm doing, even if like I'm in a fight on a phone call, nowadays, I try to call that person back even if I'm in that mode still and tell them I love them, because I don't ever want the last conversation to be that I spoke to them in a very bad way. I want my loved ones to know that I love them. So I try to tell them I love them in any conversation that I have. It's just something that I'm trying to ingrain in my brain because, like I said, you never know when your last words will be your last words. And you don't ever want them to be angry. You don't ever want them to be upsetting. You want them to be positive. So I try to do my best to say that. Any conversation that I have with my mom or my dad or whatever, if I'm leaving their house, I tell them, I love you Because like I said, you can leave that house and you never know what's going to happen. So I try to instill that in my brain and always let them know that they mean a lot to me. And without them, I wouldn't be the person that I am. I'm not great. I'm not perfect. I try to, instill that in myself. It's not always easy to do. I struggle with it. I will be honest with you. I do struggle with it. But we have to be thankful for what we have. So that's why I tell myself that. Like, don't ever let those last words be negative. Let it be positive. And the most positive thing that you can ever say to loved ones is, I love you. So make sure that even in whatever conversation you're having, if you're leaving or, hanging up the phone, make sure you tell them, I love you. That is the most positive thing you can ever tell loved ones. Just instill that in yourself. I know that we have moments where we get angry with each other. We have moments where we scream and yell at each other. We have moments where things, just can get out of control. But for me, more lately, especially, I just keep telling myself, don't ever leave something in anger. I even, a lot of people say, don't go to bed angry. Same concept. If you're angry with each other, you're having a fight and you are getting ready for bed, try not to go to bed angry. If you're in a fight and it's before bedtime and you feel like it's going to roll over into bedtime, try to solve it before you go to bed, or try to put it out of your mind until you're ready to calmly talk about it if you need to. Put it out of your mind. Do something positive in your brain before you go to bed so that you do not go to bed angry. Going to bed angry causes you to, it can cause you to have bad dreams, which cause anxiety. It can cause you to not sleep through the night. I've had many of those. So I try not to go to bed angry. Sometimes we can't help it, but we try not to do that. Those are some things that I can guide you in to help you with your anxiety for today. So I'm hoping that this is going to help some people. I know it's been helping me a little bit. So I'm grateful to have it right now. I'm hoping that I'll get some subscribers so that they can talk to me. I can talk to them. We can get through this together. But yeah, I wanted to have an outlet to talk to people about anxiety, to, share what I go through. I'm going to try to start opening up about it. I just feel like it's a thing to let others know that you're not alone. There are lots of people out there who have anxiety and depression. And I felt like it was going to be a good outlet for me and for others if they want it. So I'm hoping that people subscribe. I'm hoping that people give thumbs up. I'm hoping people love these conversations. With anxiety, I'm going to try to, I'm going to talk about things about anxiety, but I also want to give you positive feedback so that you can get over your anxiety in certain situations. Like I said, these are just things to help you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get over it in a fast manner, but these are some things that can help you to get through it a little bit calmer and get to the point where you feel comfortable with things and, help others. That's mainly what I'm doing this for, is to help those with anxiety and depression. And, I feel like it's been a good outlet for me to sit here and talk about this with you, if anybody's watching, which I'm hoping people are starting to. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. So I hope everybody starts, like I said, please forward this to friends, family members, let them know I'm on. If they want to talk about anything to get over or help with anxiety issues or depression, I am here for that. And I really want to get some subscribers and some people to like this page. And yeah, just I want to get it off the ground. That's mainly what I'm doing it for. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. It has been a longer conversation, so I'm getting up there. Like I said, I'm gonna make them longer. I'm gonna try with certain topics, and just talk to you, person to person. So that is all I have for today. I hope everybody else has a good rest of the night and had a good day. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 5:30 Mountain Time. See you guys. Bye.